My husband's brother just admitted he's in love with me. Me-24f husband minus 38 meters brother-in-law 27 meters. So me-24f, my husband, 38 meters, and his younger brother, 27 meters, all live together. I know it seems weird, but the house is really big. His brother has his own kitchen, living room, bathroom, etc. He lives with us because he got badly injured while on a deployment 2 years ago. He moved in while he still needed assistance with some things, and now while he's still getting used to his prosthetic. We get along really well. Until today lol. My husband and I are trying for a baby cycle tracking, fertility vitamins, lots and lots of meditation and yoga to try to keep myself as least stressed out as possible. My brother-in-law comes up to me today and tells me that this is hard to say, but after watching his brother and me trying to start a family, he's realized he has feelings for me. I'm in such an uncomfortable position now. He asked me not to tell my husband, but of course I feel obligated to tell my husband something big like this. But I'm concerned my husband is going to tell his brother to leave, which I don't think would be good for anyone, but maybe it's the right thing to do. I don't know. I'm so frustrated he said this to me. Edit. If it isn't clear, yes, I am telling my husband. I would never keep something like this from him. His phone is off while he is working. I've already texted him and told me to call me once he can. Edit 2. Yes. My husband is older. I also met him in my 20s. When I was already graduated with a career. We have a 5-year plan to get me done with graduate school after the baby is born. I was not groomed. Final edit. Thank you everyone. My husband just called and said he'll be home in a few minutes. I got so much great advice. I realized my brother-in-law probably isn't actually in love with me. Probably just an infatuation with what his brother and I have, as well as some misplaced feelings since I help him out a lot and was the main one helped when he was recovering. I will explain this all to my husband. Him and his brother are very close. I'm sure we will work this through. That's what families do. Have a wonderful night everyone. Red heart, red heart. Your marriage is your priority here. As much as you like and want the best for your brother-in-law, he should always be in a very firm second place. Hopefully what's going on here is that it's less that he's in love with you and more in love with what you represent, a happy relationship with plans for expanding the family. Perhaps he thinks deep down that there's little chance of him finding that for himself due to his injuries, but he'll never get the chance to be proved wrong if he's still hanging about at your place and pining for you, the ideal he's attached to you. I think it might be a good idea for him to start moving towards a more independent living situation elsewhere. Were you his caretaker at all while he was healing? It's possible that it's a bit of opposite of Nightingale syndrome, just a thought. Did he tell you why he told you this? Is he trying to get something started behind your husband's back? Whatever the case, you absolutely have to tell your husband. And yes, not living with his brother is the solution. Whether immediately or soon after. It's probably what is best for him as well. Since this probably isn't love so much as the jealousy of seeing these people every day who have what he doesn't. Yes, tell your husband. Very stupid of him to do this. If your husband find out you knew and didn't tell him, that can hurt your relationship. It's best you tell your husband and sort this thing out. Probably just an infatuating what his brother and I have. Yes. I think his brother most likely wants a relationship like the one you have with your husband, and that's why he thinks he is in love with you. You met him in your 20s. You're only 24. And you're already married and trying for kids, so either he pushed you to married early or you met him younger. Either way, I'd wait before having a kid with someone that much older. 14 years is huge between 24 to 38. By 20s, do you mean 20? Shit, these comments are garbage. Why wouldn't you tell your husband? His brother is trying to ruin your marriage like Jesus fuck, he's a vet who lost a limb who is close in age to op, and op helped him be nursed back to health. It's natural to develop attachments to people who help you. And add in the fact he's a veteran who lost a limb and is likely experiencing some PTSD, throws a fuckton of other emotions into the blender that are very likely confusing him. He's infatuated because you've shown him love and care. He feels vulnerable because of his disability and that he may never be loved the same way you've shown him care, because physical disabilities are often seen as negative and unlovable. If he isn't in therapy, he needs to be. And both you and your husband need to sit down with him together to show a united front that this infatuation won't be tolerated, but that the both of you support him. He needs the both of you, but he also needs intense therapy. If the situation doesn't improve, then you may need to kick him out. But right now, to kick a dog when he's down is just cruel. Show him familial love and support, but make it clear that his notions of romance won't be tolerated. That you're both not angry at him, but that his feelings are misplaced. That if he can't handle this, then you'll help him to find his own place, but that you aren't forcing him to move out because of anger or jealousy or a perceived threat. This will be rocky to negotiate, but you can all move past this. But the key is a good therapist he can trust. What would you want your husband to do if it were your sister or your girlfriend who you live with that approached him? Follow the golden rule. You tell your husband before it destroys your family. He crossed a line with you. What's up with all these posts having a young girl and an older guy recently? 24 and married to a 38-year-old dude? Is anyone else finding this a bit odd? There's been a lot of these recent posts with weird situations and massive age gaps, and honestly, they all seem really bullshit to me. Including this one. Girl, the fact you met him in your 20s is still bad. You're still in your 20s? So you're kinda saying he either rushed you into marriage, red flag, or you were 20 flat, red flag. There's nothing you can say that makes a mid-30s man chasing a early 20-year-old good. Seriously. Either your husband's too immature for a woman at the same stage as life as him. Because at 24 there's no way you are unless he's far behind. Or you were a target that was calculated. Tell him he is now the brother outlaw. I see a train wreck ahead. One of y'all better move. It's probably more of a proximity crush. Hopefully he can move out. In everyone's best interest. And he'll realize how embarrassing that was for him. Slightly more generous reading of the younger brother is that he's socially isolated. A person would usually hash through an unwanted crush with time and good friends to get past it. But he may not have anyone that is providing that. If he's not already in therapy, adding it may need to be a condition of continuing this arrangement. Well, he's your age, so leave your dad.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.